So the education system revolves around who gets to witness the teaching staff administer justice. So it's not as if there is a court here. It's that the court date is considered a test. So the test would be whether or not you have served or dismembered yourself from such system of law. And that law system would be a body of ethics as well as a body of intuition. So, under intuitive government, not only does there have to be an IQ, there also has to be a agenda that they're setting forth to match the IQ policy. So IQ doesn't just show up out of nowhere. It is actually a juror duty. It is how one gets from judgment to verification easier. So this happens on the equilateral level. So that equations are made for denouncing each part of the ranges that flow together from a utility to an exchange on a timed system. So these are grafting models rather than gafting models. And they have a value syncretic to the level of equation and equilateral. So if an equation is to be put on an equal playing field with another equation, not only do these equations have to match the hierarchy they're in, they have to match the utility of the exchange, which means they have to manage rather than emerge. So this is all to get a management profession out of a small group of leaders. This was the original intention of the IQ test, was to get people into academics at a earlier date than they're supposed to be. So not only does this have a trial and error system to it, this trial would be a misuse of power, which means it is also a test. So a test would be dependent upon whether or not you believe the right answer is the correct answer. So not only is the IQ test standardized, it is a warping of the geometric functions of language. And language is where the IQ test emerges as a principle of thought rather than intuition. So if thoughts matter here, the orientation of such communities would be diversified, which means it is ranging between who and what is being tested. So minorities have their own IQ test, just as majors have their own IQ test. So if a IQ quotient is being made standard, not only is this a covenant, this is a field for sporting rather than a field for intelligence, which makes it part of the standard quotient of the population rather than the government. So if the government is ever to exchange IQ, not only do they have to demand that the quotient is a misdirection of power, this power would be the abbreviation to displace sports as if it is a field competition, which is what academics specializes in, the field competition of tests.